Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to episode 26 of the Tim Tebow Dynasty. In this episode, we are 5-1, taking on the 3-3 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Coming into the game, we have a pretty favorable matchup. Our offense is number 1 in total yards, pass yards, rush yards, points per game, scoring 39 points per game. And this Buccaneers defense is 24th in total yards allowed, 24th in pass yards allowed, 18th against the rush, 19th in points allowed. They give up 23 points per game. But they are pretty good at getting sacks, as they are 6th in the league in sacks. So, with Gerald McCoy out for the game due to injury, our offensive line basically only has to worry about their right end, Cameron Wembley, who's a 91 overall. If we could block him, we might have a chance of just running up the score. But our offensive line hasn't been playing very good. So again, it's a good matchup. A big strength for this Tampa Bay defense is their secondary. They have Darrell Revis, who's a 95 overall. They have corners Jonathan Banks and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, both 80s overall. Their free safety is Deshaun Goldson, who's a 94 overall. And the strong safety is Mark Barron, who's an 84. So their secondary has a bunch of great players on it that could cause me a bunch of problems today.
Move the chains after that last run. Left side. And that's a gain of maybe 5. Second down. Right back to him one more time. They deck him in the backfield.
In this game, you'll see me going for it a lot on 3rd and 4th down, because before the game, I was leading the league in 3rd down conversion percentage at 52%, and on 4th down, so far I'm 6 for 9. So I'm not bad on 3rd and 4th down, so I'm going to be trying to go for it a lot. Alright, that was my first trip to Revis Island, because that was Darrell Revis' first pick of the game. Not a great throw by me, probably a better read by him. But for this game, we're going to be doing something new. Every time I throw an interception, we're going to be calling 5 straight run plays after every turnover. So that hopefully that keeps my running backs involved and I'm not just trying to force passes.
Wide receivers are bunched up. 2nd and 7. Toss to the outside. The tackle's going to be made, but he's beyond the first down marker.
Excellent job of just picking up the first.
I've noticed that Jones-Drew does better when I get him out into open space and call these basically misdirection plays where I have the defense going one way and I just toss it to Jones-Drew going the other way. So I'm going to start calling those a lot more.
You just got to keep running it.
Lewis is shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot.
In the last 3 games, I've thrown for 981 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions. I've also ran for 303 yards and 2 more touchdowns. So while those are great offensive numbers, the turnovers are really hurting me.
Maurice Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. Jones-Drew's got it on the handoff. Nice piece of running by him.
After Jones-Drew's monster run last game, it feels good for him to continue to have another great game that he started off with already. So I'm going to keep him involved in our offense going forward instead of just trying to pass it as much as I can.
The Jaguars come to the line with a bunch set. Play action. And they sack the quarterback.
I mentioned at the start of the game that defensive end Wembley would be a big problem for us. And here he is with a sack. I previously mentioned that after this season I'm a free agent, as my contract with the Jaguars is expiring. Some other free agent quarterbacks this year are Panthers starting quarterback Cam Newton, Titans starting quarterback Jake Locker, Bengals starting quarterback Andy Dalton, Chiefs starting quarterback Alex Smith, and the 49ers starting quarterback Colin Kaepernick. So if I do hit the free agency, I will have some competition for other jobs. The NFL has 3 teams in the state of Florida: the Jaguars, the Dolphins, and the Buccaneers. this being our first game against one of these other Florida states. Hopefully we can walk out with a win and be 1-0 against Florida. So it'd be nice to be considered the best Florida team, but we'll see going forward. I'm going to keep track of that.
Doesn't even have time to set his feet. Another throw offline.
Tate's going to get set in the slot for this snap. Sticks to his hands. There's the tackle, but still, it's enough for the first.
The NFL's record for rookie receptions in a season was set by Anquan Boldin at 101. Right now, rookie Zach Meeil is on pace to break that and hopefully get around 105, 106, which is the pace he's setting right now before this game. So hopefully I could keep him up with receptions. I like to keep him involved in the game. He's pretty reliable. So we'll see how it goes.
Jones-Drews out wide on the left. He'll throw it over the middle. Gains maybe 5.
Being down 17-0 really makes me want to force passes, but I've already struggled throwing it to the outside because of Darrell Revis, and they're pretty good safeties. So I'm taking what they give me, which is these short under throws.
First down here. Takes the snap from the shotgun. On the spot. Here comes the training staff as we've got a
Looks like our second-year receiver, Ace Sanders, is hurt. He hasn't been a big part of our offense this year with 7 catches for about 107 yards. So it's not a big loss, but hopefully he's not out for too many games. Probably just this one. We'll see.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Running away from the pressure. Gain of 7.
It gets harder and harder in the NFL to score when you're this close to the goal line. So what will the offense do? They better be creative. That's all I know.
Offense lines up here. 2nd and goal at the 2. Looking across the middle, just had to avoid the sack.
I don't know if my offensive line is just struggling or if I was underestimating this Tampa Bay defense, but we are not having a good game at all so far.
That time the quarterback just throws it too far in front.
And it looks like Ace Sanders' injury was serious enough for him to miss the rest of this game. Hopefully not too many weeks after it, though.
3rd and goal at the 2. Escaping the pressure, he's brought down. Goal line defense on the field. It's now 4th and goal. Well, we'll be switching sides with this one. Ball's going.
I would say that was the right read. Jones-Drew had nobody covering him, but the defensive lineman got his hand up and shut down the pass. So we come away with no points. All right, here we are within the 2-minute warning. Hopefully we can score something before halftime, so we're not down 17-0 at halftime, because that's not a huge deficit, but it is one that I don't like.
Jones-Drew lined up in the backfield. Tebow's got it in the gun. Tebow looking long, incomplete. It's 3rd down, and last week this was a problematic situation for them. 3rd and 6. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
I'm guessing Madden figured me out because I'm seeing a lot of man coverage out here, which is shutting down a lot of my receivers. My receivers, I guess, aren't good enough to separate, so we're struggling big time this game.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. The defense gets a sack. Quarterback's got to know.
And that Buccaneers defender got through my offensive line untouched. Nobody even attempted to block him.
Holds on to the football too long, gets the sack, and that just kills the time management.
Denard Shoestrings Robinson getting back into the game. It's nice to see him on the field. He is our 3rd-string running back, but he has no attempts in either season. He did have 3 catches last year, He already beat that with 4 catches this year now. So, pretty good year for Robinson compared to his first season. Alright, that should have been our first touchdown of the game, but our mostly reliable tight end, Mercedes Lewis, dropped the ball right there. It landed right in his hands and nobody touched him.
The Jaguars with no timeouts left. The quarterback is coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time. Ball's going to be incomplete. A hit knocked the ball.
And the hit knocks the ball out of Golden Tate's hands. What would have been our first touchdown of the game.
What do you do? Do you go for
Another
it?
drop.
I say you call the play and you try to put up 7 points.
4th down, goal to go, and they're going for it. 6 in the books.
All right, so Golden Tate redeems himself with an amazing catch in the back of the end zone. Pretty good going into halftime, down 17-7, but feeling pretty good. Some momentum going into the second half.
Receiver role for this upcoming snap. Here's the handoff to Maurice Jones-Drew. They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
All right, so some people have been telling me that crayons do not have different flavors. I'm saying they're wrong. They definitely do. How can markers smell differently like food, but crayons don't taste like food? Crayons definitely are food. You can eat them, digest them, and they taste differently. There's different flavors of crayons. Try a pack yourself and let me know in the comments which one's your favorite.
Jones-Drews, the receiver, sent out wide to the left. 1st down and 10. Gets away from the pressure.
And yes, the different brands of crayons do taste slightly different, just like if you buy a pack of Oreos compared to the Walmart brand of Oreos. They taste slightly different, but they're still the same thing. So all crayons have flavor. Try them yourself.
Tebow standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And the quarterback.
I mentioned that defensive end Wembley would be a problem for us. Nope. It looks like the garbage guy that I didn't even mention because he was like a 73 overall is the one beating my right tackle. Now twice. That's the 2nd sack of the game.
That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
All right. Rookie Zach Neal has 2 catches, 29 yards. Apparently, I don't throw it to him the rest of the game because that's how he finishes. 2 catches for 29 yards. Not great when he's trying to set the record.
That's been the story of this game. Another 3rd down.
I definitely need to get Maurice Jones-Drew more involved in our passing game. He's a pretty reliable receiver. He finishes today with 3 catches for 45 yards.
Their confidence for the offensive coach that they can punch this in for the touchdown.
Challenging the defenders to the right side.
Another solid catch by Darrell Revis. I'd like to get him involved.
They've got a 1st down now after that catch. Throws to the right. And intercepted.
Bad throw by me, but an amazing catch by Darrell Revis. My 2nd trip to Revis Island. All right, so I mentioned that we are scoring 39 points per game. Well, we're doing not too good today. We're down 24-7 in the 3rd quarter. It's not our day.
They got some men up front, and that time they stopped that run just for a short gain. Out to the 23. Good job.
Just a reminder that after every interception I throw, I'm going to be calling 5 run plays.
The Jaguars want to convert here, especially after last week's abysmal performance in 3rd down situations.
So after we punted, we get the ball back. I still have to call 2 more run plays to make it 5 before I can pass.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the football every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short game, it served a purpose.
Now slashing to the right side, looking for room. This should be the last play of the quarter. 3rd and 3. And they bring down the quarterback, and it's a 3.
And our center basically moved out of the way so that he could just run right into me. He barely blocked him. the start of the fourth. We're down 24-7. I definitely need to go for it here on fourth down.
The final quarter begins with this snap. And out to about the 33.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired.
And I was able to pick up that first down with my legs.
First down, even though they're losing here in the game.
Trying to make something happen. And
Here I'm waiting for Griff Whalen to get open. And he just keeps running into defenders. So I can take the sack.
Jones-Drew set now. Split out wide to the left. Out of the shotgun formation. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Pretty good catch over the middle by Golden Tate to set us up on 3rd and short.
The Jaguars now looking to convert here on 3rd down. Just a week ago, they struggled mightily in these situations.
And Wembley gets a sack. Anybody else surprised? I'm not. So now we have to pick up another 4th down. If we don't pick it up, the game's basically over because it is 4th quarter with time running out. Our defense probably won't make a stop later, just like we lost that Chargers game where we were relying on our defense to make one last stop, which they couldn't make. Our offensive line gave up a sack, so we turn the ball over, they score, we're down 31-7. The game's basically done. Now I'm just trying to make it look close by scoring.
Second down after the incompletion. Looking for an open receiver on the right. Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
A nice rare sighting by my backup tight end. He barely gets into the game. I don't call a lot of 2 tight end sets. And I don't throw it to him because he's barely ever open. So when he is, it's nice to acknowledge him. I don't know his name.
Looking to scramble.
All right, so it looks like rookie Zach Neal has Darrell Revis beat, and I'm going to hit him deep. And Darrell Revis makes a play. So his 3rd pick of the game. I should basically just buy a summer home on Revis Island because I vacation there a lot, apparently.
Tebow's got it in the gun. He's got some daylight. Breaks free. Nowhere else to go, and he's out of bounds.
All right, so right here I forgot about my rule of calling 5 run plays after an interception. So, my mistake.
Good job by the offense.
Tebow's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Scans the field, and he's going to be brought down.
All right, so I saw Robinson back on the field. I was trying to wait for him to get open so I could throw it to him deep, get him another catch. And my offensive line didn't give me enough time, and I took a sack.
Second down and a long way to go. The ball is out. Nice tackle.
All right, that's my first fumble this season. I fumbled it 14 times on 134 rush attempts. This year I have 58 rush attempts, and that's my first fumble. So hopefully I don't fumble it too many more times, but I can't really control that.
That's where this man is going. You fumble it, you're in trouble, you take him out of the game.
And it's safe to say that I will not be winning the NFC's Player of the Week for the 7th week this season. I won it the first 6, but looks like week number 7 is not my week. Surprisingly, even with 8 tackles and 3 interceptions, Darrell Revis was not the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. That goes to Packers' Clay Matthews for his 13 tackles and 6 sacks against the Lions.
To an end. Phil, this was a tough loss to handle.
Yeah, it was.
I'm at AFC Player of the Week. I've won 6 straight AFC Player of the Weeks. Will not be winning week 7. I did awful this game. Another loss. 2nd of the season, 34-14. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And come back for our next video where we see if we could bounce back.
For Bill Sims and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.